Tension in Anambra State as youth shuts down market over the death of their colleague. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, also freedom all over the world. Wherever you're joining us from today, this is Let's Talk TV, and welcome back to the news update happening in Biafran territory. Let us give you the news in detail. Tension gripped Nimo community in the Njikoka local government area of Anambra State as youths shut down the town's major market while protesting the death of their colleague Ifeanyi Odibelu. Shortly after his release from police detention over an alleged offense, the protesting youth accused the traditional ruler of Nimo, His Royal Highness Igwe Maximus Ike Oliobi, of being responsible for Odibelu's arrest, which they claim led to his death. In a show of anger, the youth threatened to wreak havoc in the area, forcing traders and customers to flee the market. The shutdown of the town's market during the protest was described as sacrilegious, even by some supporters of the youth movement. Reacting to the incident, Igwe Oliobi expressed concern over the actions of the youth and called on security agencies to intervene and restore order. According to him, the community had been overtaken by criminal elements, allegedly sponsored by individuals with selfish interests. During a press briefing at his palace, the monarch accused a handful of criminally minded youth of holding the town hostage, disrupting peace, and destroying the town's core values. He urged community members and the public to disregard the accusation against him, insisting he had no involvement in Odibelu's death. Igwe Oliobi called on security agencies, particularly the police, the Department of State Services (DSS), and the newly inaugurated state security outfit Udogachi and Chembra operatives to launch a proper investigation to uncover the real cause of Odibelu's death. He stated, "I am innocent of the allegations leveled against me. These gangs of youths is protesting against my throne for waging war against kidnapping, armed robbery, and for not welcoming land-grabbing activities in the community." The monarch further alleged that the protesting youth, including the late Odibelu, were responsible for bringing unknown gunmen to occupy the area between Nimo and Neni, using it as a base for kidnapping activities. Now, on other news, Nigerian police bans IPOB's May 30 lockdown, ask Anambra residents to go out freely. This is actually going to cause a serious propaganda if time is not taken. But let us go straight up to that news. The Nigerian police have rejected the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB's planned sit-at-home order on May 30, 2025 across the southeast, aimed at commemorating Biafran's heroes and heroines who died during the 1967-1970 Civil War. Now, before I go further into the main issue that we want to talk about, because today we'll be talking majorly about insecurity in the southeastern part of the country. Now, the police have actually ordered that the planned sit-at-home should be stopped, that people should go about their normal businesses. It is going to cause a critical problem. It is better they should allow that one day so that everything will end. Everything will end. It is for the for the remembrance of fallen heroes, and it is important. It has been happening both in Imo State. So let the police step aside for the right thing to be done. Now let us go into Imo State. concerning this important news.
Hope Uzodinma exposes himself and other political criminals in the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, as tension and insecurity rise in the old Imo State. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel /television this very moment. Today's date is 12th of May 2025, and I have a very important information and video clip for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news, because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people. You see, when God wants to do something, He does it in a very mysterious way that is beyond human comprehension. I want you to pay attention, because you are going to learn a lot with this very video that I'm about to play and the analysis that will follow. So, without further ado, let us delve into it. Pay attention. I'm going to play the video bit by bit and analyze it properly and accordingly. So pay attention, don't go nowhere, as we still have more in the kitchen.
Of security experts from the National Institute for Security Studies in Abuja, who are in Imo State to strengthen the conversation on reforming Nigeria's security architecture. Governor Hope Uzodinma, while welcoming them, says curbing insecurity in Nigeria has gone beyond carrying guns.
Did you hear that? According to the reporter, that curbing insecurity in the zoo goes beyond carrying guns. It goes beyond carrying guns, fighter jets, AK-47, and armor tanks. So, the same Hope Uzodinma that threatened to bomb our children in school on a live television, live video broadcast, Hope Uzodinma threatened ESN to vacate from Omuma, or else he will burn down the school. And he knows, not just he knows, he also acknowledged that the place he was talking about is a school premises. And now, you are coming here now, after all the crimes that you have committed against humanity in Imo State, you are coming out to tell us that curbing insecurity in the zoo has gone beyond carrying arms. Let us listen to the idiot.
Curbing insecurity in Nigeria has gone beyond carrying guns.
Security starts from the point of national planning, economic planning, political planning, government economic policies. Because when you have unemployment growing day by day, it is insecurity that is growing.
Did you hear him? This idiot man. He said, because when we have unemployment growing day by day, it is insecurity that is growing day by day. Hope Uzodinma, how many jobs have you created as a governor in the old Imo State? Hope Uzodinma, asking you. We have never forgotten. We haven't forgotten in a hurry that you promised to send Igbo youths from Imo State to Canada for them to go there and look for job if they vote you in. We have the videos. The videos are there. We haven't forgotten that you made a promise to send Igbo youths, that you as the governor supposed to create jobs and employ them. You promised to send them abroad. About 6,000 of them you promised, which you never did. You said you are going to send them abroad if they vote for you, to go there and fight for their future. Why not fight for their future in their motherland, in their own country, if truly the zoo belongs to everybody? Why not create jobs for them in Imo State and let them fight for their future in their own state? You are here telling us that unemployment is an avenue to insecurity. Who are you telling? Are you telling me, or you are telling yourself, or you are telling your co-criminals who are joining hands with you to steal money, oil money in Imo State? So who are you telling? Or you are talking to Tinubu, who doesn't even know that you exist? The only time he knows that you exist is when he wants to use you. Mad people everywhere, idiots everywhere.
When you have poverty growing day by day, it is insecurity that is growing.
When you have poverty growing day by day, it is insecurity that is growing. So who are you telling? Are you telling me, or you are telling yourself? How many families in Imo State have you elevated from poverty to greatness or riches? Since almost 7 years you've been in power. 6 to 7 years you've been in power. How many families have you elevated from poverty to riches? It's a simple question. Come out and tell us and give us their names so that we'll go and verify. Don't just come and tell us, you have elevated over 5,000 families. No, give us their names so that we'll go and verify. I am an investigative journalist. So bring it so that we can be able to verify and give the result in the public. Don't give us names of those who are already made that you are working with, helping you to commit all manner of atrocities and criminalities. Give us the names of poor families that you have helped through your innovation, through your vision, through your job creation. Tell us their names so that we'll go and make verification. Mad people everywhere.
When citizens have no good access to quality education, it is insecurity that is growing.
Did you hear this madman? Oh, so you know about these things. When citizens do not have access to quality education, it is insecurity that is growing. So hope you know. Now I want to ask you, have you made ordinary nursery school in Imo? Have you made nursery school free education for free for your own Imo indigenes? I'm asking you. Have you given free education to poor families in Imo State? At least in Takala. Ordinary in Takala, have you given them free education? Not to talk of nursery, primary school. What about secondary school? University is out of sight. At least you start from your own state before going federal. You begin from Imo State. So tell us, where do you have free education in Imo State or Bugodin or nursery school? At least those from other states can be able to send their kids to study in Imo. Shame on you, Ifele. So Ima, oh, you see, dear friends, have you seen it? Now these people, these people know exactly what they are doing. They know that they are destroying lives and properties of the citizens. But they can never ever do the right thing. Never. Because of what? They have soiled their hands with blood and evil. So it is very, very impossible for them to do the right thing, even when they know. Are you telling me that hope of them is not aware? No, since 6 years to 7 years, or in a guam na hope of them and what idea? No, who can say that? Who can say that? He knows. In Agwam no maro na mazinam de kanu na atafufu because of nwere okuroku si na ocholoko umun ya na umunne nwere onwe. Ono maro fesuo yimi. O sigi no maro na mazinam de kanu the right ni fo na ekwu. He knows. But because they are the people, ndị Igbo si na ani ade mma bụ ulu ndị nze. Also na data ani ade mma, also na ndị na cause I pain. Also na ndị a na-ekwu maka ife ọjọọ fa na-eme. That's why he would never ever take it. Let's listen to this idiot.
When the world is leaving you behind from analog status to a digital order, and you are staying behind, it is insecurity that is growing.
You see? Look at him. You see, one thing in this life is that whatever you do, people are there keeping the records. If people are not keeping the records, the internet will help you to keep the records. So you are here now telling us when people are moving from analog age to digital age, and you are still in analog, then it is insecurity, that is growing. Have you forgotten so soon that late last year, an institution that was built in Imo State for technological advancement of Imo State, I would have put Imo State on a different level above other states in the zoo in terms of technology. Have you forgotten so soon that you invited Fulani Mieti Alakatu Breeders Association to inspect that place in order for them to turn it to livestock agency, whatever, in Imo State? Do you think that we have forgotten so soon? And this infrastructure, this very building, this very place already has all the equipment needed for the commencement of the purpose that very building was built. Everything was ready. Computers, machines, all kinds of technological equipment, they were all there. Instead of you to commission it and employ hundreds of thousands of Imo youths to start work there, that will also usher another, not just technological aspect of it, but also give job opportunities to the Imo youths. What did you do? You brought Mieti Alak out of Hore to inspect it, for them to turn it to livestock breeders association, cattle breeders association, or whatever. We saw it. You even have the guts. You had the guts to call Channels Television to cover it. Everything was done on a national television. So I'm not alleging anything. I'm not, concocting story. This is not a story. This is live. I recorded the video to the extent that the Biafran government has to give order to shut down that very place instead of using it for cattle breeders. An institution built by another government, only for you to commission it and start employing Imo youths. You decided, no, I have people in Zamfara, I have people in Kotongori, I have people in Sokoto, I have people in Kano, I have people in Yobe. Let me bring them here. Imo State. It seems like the one that Bubagu is doing is not enough. Let me bring them in and give them home. You look around upon all the places in Imo. It was that very institution that was built for technological advancement in Imo State, and that would have given job opportunities to Imo youths. You look all the lands in Imo. It was that very institution for science and technology you decided to render useless with all the computers and machines in that very place. You decided to render everything there useless and hand it over to Fulani herdsmen terrorists. You're not ashamed. You don't have shame. You think we have forgotten? The internet is there and we are keeping records for you. By the time you are done with your stupidity in the name of governorship and Biafra restored, we are going to open your chapter. Only if you make it till then. Outline that. Only if you make it till then.
Speaking under the theme, non-state actors in security management, challenges and prospects for peace and development, members of the Executive Intelligence Management Course 18 of the Security Institute speak on approaches to tackle insecurity.
Security management, issues
challenges, prospects for peace and development.
So, my people, you have seen it. That is rubbish from Hopeless Uzodinjo. Hope Uzodinma, you have the guts to come and tell us, to educate us. You have exposed yourself. You have completely exposed yourself, in case you don't know. It is good that someone tells you, oh yes, Hope Uzodinma, you have exposed yourself and your co-criminals. So you know all the things you have said, you know about them. So they are aware that when these things are going on, it is insecurity that is growing. So you know. So who are you waiting to come and help to change it, to change the narrative when you are in the government? And you are not just in the government, but you are a governor. The so-called chief security of a state. Yes. And you are here telling us, you are telling the individuals, you are telling people who cannot help the matters. So why you are at the helm of affairs as Imo State governor, though a delegitimized one indeed. So who are you talking to? But when we say delegitimization or a delegitimized governor, we still know that you still receive funds. You still receive the monthly allocation from Abuja. You still control the oils in Imo State. You still control every other resources in Imo State. So, what are you doing with those monies if you cannot, lead by example? Shame on you. Thank you, my people. To salo numozia as they are exposing themselves and make it go viral. Zoo Janjaweed at it again as they devise a new tactics to destroy our people in the old Anambra state. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel / television this very moment. Today's date is 12th of May 2025, and I have another important information and some pictorial evidences for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news, because it's very, very important, I can assure you, my people, especially those of you living in the old Anambra state. I want every one of you to pay very good attention, because this very, very news is for you. But not only for you, because since their plan has failed in the old Anambra, they may bring it to Old Imo, Old Abia, Old Enugu, or Old Ebonyi, or even other states within the Biafra territory. Of course, the Zoo states I'm talking about. Now, without further ado, you can see it on your screen. I will be reading this very news from Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS. So, pay attention, because this very information contains a whole lot. So, we are going to read in details, analyze it briefly, and then show you the evidences. Not just reading from ABS, but I will show you pictorial evidences taken from the scene of event to show you that it is real. This very news is very, very important, especially for our youths. Everybody must pay very close attention. This is from the official Facebook page of ABS, Anambra Broadcasting Service. 302 Artillery Regiment conduct sanitation exercise in Onitsha. Ogochukwu Oranu, ABS News. As part of its Civil Military Corporation CIMIC initiatives, the 302 Artillery Regiment General Support and 14 Field Engineer Regiment have carried out a major sanitation service across selected communities in Onitsha South Local Government Area of Anambra State. Now, at first, only in the zoo that you have Civil Military Corporation initiate, they call it CIMIC initiatives. How is sanitation But not just, sweeping their bedrooms or maybe trying to keep the barracks clean. That I can understand. If you are cleaning your environment, the Mame barracks in Onitsha, I will easily understand it. But coming to clean gutters and sweep main roads in the main town Onitsha, and you call it part of your civil military corporation, I don't know which army of the world that will leave the protection of the so-called territorial integrity of its nation now engaging into sanitation, jobs. Only in this, and this thing does not happen in other part of the zoo. It does not happen in the north. It does not happen in the west, because those side, they own that side. Those are Nigerian areas. But here in Biafra land, this is where you see the army of the so-called nation engaging into sanitation. Imakwifabo sanitation, clean up. Now, the other time we saw the same zoo Janjaweed army dancing. They brought ekwe no gene in Ekototo Obiageri in Osu local government, Osu Hitokwa. They were here na again na the nation's military neke flyers na Ekototo. This is the zoo, and this is what Biafra has cost them. Yet they don't want to chicken out. They are still here. After all, they go Simon Eba, we will die here. You will die here. You will die here. And now they continued. The cleanup exercise led by the commander of the regiment, Colonel Adamu Mohammed, focused on clearing refuse dumps and desilting drainage systems to promote a healthier environment and reduce the risk of flooding during the rainy season. Is it your job? I thought they are praising Soludø. Soludø, why can't you implement something like LASMA or LOMA? Don't even know which one they represent in Lagos. Why do we not have agency that does clean up in the east or in Anambra, to be precise? How comes the national military has now relegated the agency that does clean up? They relegated them and they have taken over the job. Mad people everywhere. They are no longer Janjaweed army. They are now doing cleanup services. Shame. This is what they have reduced themselves to. Now, the exercise spanned 11 neighborhoods. Listen, pay attention. The exercise spanned 11 neighborhoods, including Mbono GK Street, Fege. Do you know Mbono GK Street in Fege? It has nothing to do with the military barracks. Military barracks, Mame barracks, is located in Awada. In Awada. It has nothing to do with Fege. Are you paying attention? In fact, Awada has no boundaries with Fege. Right? Now they say Nemo Street, Bishop Shanahan. Do you know where Bishop Shanahan is? Bishop Shanahan, Sheba Street, Yahaya Street, and Uzodinma Street, among others. Unbelievable. The Zoo Janjaweed army, you have failed. I'm going to tell you the reason why they are doing this. Just pay attention. I will tell you the reason why they are doing this. Right? Now they continued. Speaking at the flagging off of the exercise, Colonel Mohammed emphasized the importance of maintaining a clean environment, including during the rainy season. Is it your business? My people, let me tell you before showing you the pictorial evidences taken from the scene of event, let me tell you the truth here. The reason is because the Zoo Janjaweed army is very, very much aware that they have lost it all. They have lost face. They have lost support. They have lost every single thing in the entire Igbo land, especially in Igbo land. Are you paying attention? So they know that, especially during this last period, now they are running around for recruitment in the entire southeast. In the entire southeast, that they claim to be 5 states with millions of youths, they had only 51 youths, only 51 that were enlisted into the Zoo Janjaweed Army, and those 51 are from Abia State. In Anambra, nothing. Imo, nothing. Enugu, nothing. Ebonyi, nothing. He shocked them. In fact, he choked them. He choked. They couldn't believe it. So now they are coming to reality. They have beginning to see the reality, the handwriting on the wall, that they have been completely rejected. As in, a reject, you go far, because our eyes are open. First of all, we know that Boko Haram has overtaken the Zoo Army. Secondly, we know that the Zoo Army is a terrorist organization. Thirdly, we are seeing how they are destroying our lives and livelihood. Are you aware? Are you aware that day before yesterday, there was a bomb thrown at people's homes in Mbosi? Here, the same place in Anambra State, in Mbosi. This same military threw bomb from their fighter jet in a home of an innocent man, and that very man lost 4 of his children, his kids, instanta. 3 little babies and 1 grown-up son. That very man lost all his children instantly. Akwaneku everywhere. It's unfortunate that we have not been able to, launch our app, the first app that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started building, which Mazi Simon Ekpa was, overseeing the progress. Before the launch of that app, they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even when that app was ready, we were unable to launch that app and start using it. Now, Mazi Simon Ekpa, under Biafra government, started building our own app, which is going to be like Facebook, YouTube, X, including WhatsApp, bring them together. Now, at the very end of that very, beautiful, movement or assignment, Mazi Simon Ekpa was arrested by the Finnish authority. So therefore, we were unable to launch that one again for the second time. Had it been that app is out now, we will be able to be showing you all the atrocities of the Zoo Army. For our people who are not, fortunate enough to see all these atrocities via WhatsApp sharing, they can be able to see it from our own app, because this our app does not, stop you from sharing any image or video, no matter how gory it looks. But we'll get there. We will get there. Now, everybody's aware. So they are trying to entice us. They are trying to show us how good they are. They are trying to do all these things that is not even their job. Oh, people who are supposed to be protecting the so-called territorial integrity of the zoo are the one now doing cleanup. Unbelievable. The Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, is gone, and gone for good. Now, in conclusion, before the pictures, he noted that the initiative is part of the Nigerian Army's effort to give back to the communities that support its operations and encourage residents to regularly take time to clean their surroundings. It's never your job, so don't tell us how to keep our surroundings clean. It's not your job. The initiative was warmly received by the community members who praised the military's proactive approach to community service. Listen, there is nothing like community service. I am telling our people now, the sole target of this, charade is to lure you into the Zoo Army, is to deceive you, to make you feel like they love you. They don't love you. People who murdered your children can never love you. It's not possible. There's no any time Nigerian army will love any Igbo man. It's not possible. Even an Igbo man who foolishly enough joined the Nigerian army will hate his fellow Igbo. That is what that uniform represents. That uniform represents hate against the Igbo. That's why they were able to massacre over 5 million Igbo people, Igbo Biafrans, between 1967 to 1970. So don't tell me anything. Don't even tell me anything. There's no how they will love us. All they are doing this is just to lure you to join their army so that they'll send you to Medugri. That side. Now, these are the pictures. Mad people everywhere. Diala. You see? You see them? These are the pictures. Unbelievable. Look at them. Look at them. They even came with Gongoro. This is the Zoo Janjaweed army. They came with Gongoro. Look at them. Look at them. Unbelievable. So this is where you people have reached. This is how you have reduced yourself to nothing. Foolish people. They are like terrorist army. Look at them. Look at them.